What's that?
The ice waters,
Oh
Remember
yeah,
the
I know
ice?
what that is.
and it has
Oh,
But
B12 and biotin in it.
oh yeah.
Hey, what's good with
mm-hmm.
everybody? We are live. This is my first live ever, and this you got Mill, man. We about to get ready and go bring this to you up front and personal, man. So I just want to say shout out to everybody that do watch this live. I'm gonna join the team of what they say. Like I say, if y'all watch this, like, subscribe, follow us, and join the conversation. Leave a comment in the comment box, and definitely will be. I want to answer live comments, so this gonna be our first one. So I know as you watching this, it might be people that's gonna watch this after the fact, but hey, you now know where to find us at. Go to I Am Mailman on podcast, IamMailman.com to my website, and all the links for all our live podcasts is right there. I made it real simple to where you don't have to go look for nothing. Just go to IamMailman.com and you'll be able to go click on podcast and go down there. You can go if you want to watch us on YouTube, or if you want to watch us on Facebook, you can watch us on Facebook, either one, whichever one that you choose. So we about to get ready and enjoy ourselves. I'm started late. I was supposed to start from 8 to 10, but it's 10 o'clock, after 10 o'clock when we getting started. And so we about to go ahead and jump into this instead of get long-winded. So I have with me family in the building tonight. These are my three lovely daughters, Deja, Destiny, and Diamond. I'm waiting on my son to jump in, and then we have the lovely Miss Ja in the building. So we're gonna have a conversation. It's gonna be a great conversation. We're gonna go back and forth to debate, and the whole topic is basically teen dating. When should you feel comfortable of letting your child date? That's the question. Now, just to kind of walk through this whole situation, I have three daughters and I have one son. Um, with my daughters, I love all four of my kids. Wouldn't trade them for nothing in the world. Wouldn't trade them for nothing in the world. I love them. They're my hearts, and I'm glad that I'm able to kick my first show off with my kids. To be able to see them and enjoy them, that right there is very fun. Everything that I do is a blessing to be able to do it with them. And I look to continue to grow and do things with them and do my business with them. But on a personal level, my daughter brought something up to me, and my daughter asked me this past week. My daughter said, so we're gonna go to explain in the oldest. So Diamond is my oldest daughter, that has made me a granddad. So I got my first grandson that's on the way. She's 20, and then the next oldest girl is Destiny. She's 16, and then my baby girl is Deja. She is 14, and then my son is the second oldest and he's the only boy. He is just turned 18. So the question was brought up. My son has a girlfriend, and he goes out on dates. And I allow him to go on a date. I allow him to go out on his date and take the young girl out, and I tell him to be respectful and be a young man, a good young man, and never make a woman do nothing that she don't want to do. Never disrespect a woman. Never just put it just this way. I raise him right. Now on the other hand, my girls, and I'm pretty y'all gonna hear my oldest daughter. She's gonna probably have the most to say because she's the oldest. So she's gonna be able to, she's probably gonna say for what I do for Destiny and what comes after Deja with them two, because right now it's gonna be just me and my two baby girls that's about to be in the house because my son's going to college. So I'm sure that Diamond is gonna have a different opinion of what goes with Destiny and Deja, but all my girls are still probably gonna have they say so. And then Jalisa has her opinion of feeling like everything is equal. So she feel like no matter if it's boy or girl or whatever, it should still be equal. So I can't wait to read the comments after this drop. So now I feel like girls, you can't let girls just go out on dates. You can't let your teenage daughters just go out because, and I'm gonna explain to y'all why. It's a lot of crazy fools, and I can't, as a protector, my job is to protect all y'all. My job is dad is gonna be looking to keep y'all safe and make sure that no hurt, harm as much as possible that I can keep from happening to y'all, keep it from happening. And guys out here, they like to drug females, put things in your drinks, They like to get. They might get mad at you because you won't have sex with them. So since you won't have sex with them, they kick you out. I done seen dudes, and when I grew up in Mississippi, it was one night I was riding with y'all grandma. Y'all ain't pigging, and we was riding, and we was going down this dark road. It was a very, very dark road in Mississippi, and I guess this guy and this girl got into it, and when they got into it, he kicked her out on this road. Now this road has no street lights, no houses on this road. It's just like a path that they cut through the woods that connect two sides, and he kicked her out. Now why he kicked her out, I don't know, but I think about things like that when it comes down to my students. So I don't feel like I'm ready for y'all to date. I'm not. I want y'all to date, but I mean, 21 is like a good age.
21?
No. No, Dad.
Oh, no.
Y'all don't think that?
No. First of all, the same thing that can happen to a young woman can happen to a man or a young teenage boy. Females drug boys just as well as males drug women, right?
Now I'm not gonna say that's not true, but when have you seen it?
But as you're all alive, but you don't get, it's not glamorized or put on television because it doesn't get enough ratings. You know, a lot of things that's put on TV now, news and you know, whatever, even podcast is geared towards what brings in the most views. No one's going to really pay attention to a man being very much of a woman.
Okay, all right. So let me ask everybody, what do y'all think would be a good age to start dating?
16.
That's because you're 16.
I think
16. 16. I say 16.
It's like
yeah.
You in that
15, 16.
Like you hitting that point in life where you finna get. I'm finna be 17. I'm finna be older. Finna be driving. You can't hold me back for so long. Like, you know,
well, let me take it back off of that, Destiny. So here's the deal: like if you continue to shield your girls, right? And let's say they're not able to date most of the time, 17, you're a senior in high school or you're graduated already going to college. So if you keep them from dating now, what happens when they get to college and they just go, wow, because daddy ain't let me do it before. So now here I am. I'm about to,
I'm free.
Well, hopefully,
right.
Hopefully I can avoid that to where, okay, I got it. Let's do this. When we say dating, what we talking about dating? Let's break down dating.
Davion doing, right? Davion going out with a little girl.
Going out to eat, going to amusement parks, just having fun, like out.
No, I mean, like so what's what if y'all can you date the boy, y'all go to school? That's dating. Y'all seeing each other at school.
No,
really? Well, then why can't they?
That's an in-school relationship.
Why say that again?
Why can't D do the same thing? I mean, if he see the girl at school, then that's dating. He don't need to go to the movies or
exactly.
It's no, because at this age, okay. I know how I raised my son. I know how I raised my son, and I know how I raised my daughters.
But you raised your kids in the same household, Reggie. Like you didn't raise them separately. So the same teachings and foundation you gave your son, you gave to your girls. They know how to carry themselves. They know. I mean, you let Destiny go to work. You know, guys gonna hit on her at work, so she knows how to carry herself. Exactly. So she knows the boundaries because Daddy taught her that before he let her go out the door.
I agree. I don't disagree with you on that. I agree that yes, my children have definitely I have definitely and try to instill things in them to teach them smarter things. And it's not necessarily that I don't trust my girls, and that's the biggest key. It's not that I don't trust them. I don't trust the dude.
But you got to think about that. You also can't trust females because remember my mom's friend, not like rest in peace to his soul. But remember, he was trusting a female, and that is what got him killed. Is because he was trusting a female.
That was a situation that
So guys
that
get
was, that
guys,
was
girls will also, because of how looks are, females can set up dudes and do dudes as dirty as girls can do, as dirty as dudes.
your phone breaking up, baby.
Your Wi-Fi bad.
That's horrible over here.
Your phone went okay. There you go. We see you now. Your phone keep going in and out.
But to piggyback off of that, she's right. Like I said, women are worse sometimes. You know, with setting up guys and things like that. I mean, you know, you had your friends that you know, weren't
I
ladies like
agree.
you were.
I agree with the fact of yes. You do have females out there in the world that will set up guys. I agree with that. That
And
part.
they trap them. Let's not forget about that.
More than,
I mean, like
these
if they look like money, look, these girls, their mama's teaching them to have these babies by these boys. So
going with you just for your money.
Right, absolutely.
It could be worse.
You're right. I don't disagree with that. I don't say that that's not true. But it is still you got okay. Ja, you got a daughter, you got a son.
I do.
You gonna tell me if a boy come to your house and say, "Hey, I want to take Naya out," 14 years old. He said, "I like it." That's what, middle school?
No. We said 16. I was okay with 16. When the girl said 16,
like ninth
I
grade.
said, yes, I agree with 16. Not 14. She's 9th grade.
So the age then is what y'all sticking at is 14. I mean, that's 16.
Yeah, I say 16.
Yes. 16.
Why? Tell me why.
16, you're more mature. You're already middle school, almost in high school, if not already in high school. So you kind of have already seen certain things. You learn how guys move. You know how not to be like so boisterous. You know what type, the caliber of guy that you are, you know, veering towards or whatever. Like you've already been around the block. You already seen things. You know, this guy right here ain't no good because he didn't talk to this girl, and then last year he talked to her friend, and then you know what I'm saying. So you already know those things growing. When you're in high school, you should already be hip to the game. You should already know what it is. And I believe that they won't be so boisterous, you know. So nothing will impress them.
Okay, so then what time then? Okay, if we do say that, two things I want to ask. Would you allow the boy to come to your house?
Yeah, at least I know they're doing.
Oh no.
Yeah. I would rather. Oh no. Yeah. No, listen. Because look, all the doors are open. They can sit in the den. They don't have no bedroom. No, you know what I'm saying? Like you know where they are in that centralized location. He can come for dinner. If we all sit at the table eating dinner, man, he can come and sit at the dinner table, invite his parents over. Now you know who his parents are, and you guys have gained a rapport. So now you know if anything, she goes over there, you know the parents gonna look out, you know, that type of thing. I think it's easier.
You can go out to lunch. We can go out to lunch or dinner or something, and we can meet the parents at lunch or dinner. There's no need for him to come to my house. What do we need? He don't need to come.
So D girlfriend don't need to come to your house either.
I said I just want I can meet her. I can meet her and see.
No, I feel it's more. I feel for that. It's more. You really just like when it comes to the dating part, you got to treat the boy and the girl alike in a way, because then if you treat your girl different from your boy, then it's gonna make your girl that's being on some real junk, because I'm the oldest. When you treat your girl different from your boy, that's what makes your girl become sneaky, because now she feel like she feels that now you value more of like, okay, my boy can do this and my boy can have this and my boy can do this, but my girl, no, you can't do this and you can't do that. So it's like, all right, now I feel that you won't happily and let me fully come to you and do it. All right, cool. Now I'm finna go behind your back and do it, because it's like either way you're gonna get what you want. So it's either you gonna do the right way and go the way the parent want, or if your parent deny it, all right, now you finna take the other way and you finna go behind your parent and do it.
But that's gonna get you in more
That's really
trouble.
like the only two options.
No,
But if you
'cause
think
got
about it, it would no, because it would, like, you gotta think on it, Dad. It might, yes, it would get you in more trouble. That is true from the person that stayed in trouble her whole high school years. Yes,
Yes.
that
Hello.
is true. I know that. But
Yes,
the
you're
thing
right.
is, from me growing up with Davion, you treated me and Davion differently when it came to certain things, to where if Davion was to come to you about a girl or anything, you would be more chill and calm with
Great
him when he talks.
conversation.
But
Right.
about it, you be like, I don't want to hear no boyfriend. I don't want to hear you dating. I don't want to hear you.
I don't want to hear nothing about no boy,
nope.
no
I don't even want to hear you
friend,
talking about it.
Like,
Nope.
what? Then how you just gonna take that out the conversation for me? Because I'm a girl. Like, we can't sit down. I have a talk to you. Need to come talk to you about my, like, if my boyfriend just get on my nerves. I want to talk to you about it. You making
That
me
word
feel
is just
like,
a strong word.
Dad, you making me feel like I can't come and talk to you about it because you won't even let me date. So you just making me like uncomfortable about coming to actually
But
have a heart-to-heart
that's what I'm
conversation.
saying.
Now they gotta hide it.
And I need to talk to you about it because
Daisy, you gotta hide it too. Hold on now, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Oh
she
no,
finna-
not
Because
me.
it's like,
I'm
as
just
a
speaking on
boyfriend,
AB
as
half.
a
I'm
boyfriend,
speaking
like,
on
as
AB
said,
half.
what you say?
being a girl,
Me?
huh?
Go ahead, Diamond. Go ahead.
It's just like as being a girl with certain things guys do. It's like you would 9 times out of 10, the father would know exactly like that. Like, if I'm like that, my dude tripping, da da da, why he acting like this, da da da. You the one that would most likely know why he acting like that, or see if I'm in the wrong versus he in the wrong. My
But
mom
see,
or
You
grandma
can
will
give them
understand
advice.
that.
it's easier
And
now.
then that's more when, as the father, you would come in and you'll be like, all right, let me talk to him and let me talk to you, and I can see where the problem is, where you just talking to the female because you don't feel like you get talking to your daughter instead of talking to him because you don't want to get into that. But you gotta realize, like, that you the father, you the guy. I need you to figure out why he's acting like this when he gets slapped.
Can you help me? Like,
Boy advice.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can understand that. Okay, but okay. Ja, did the screen freeze? Hold on, y'all. Ja, hold on, Ja her video kicked out. You tell us you gotta click back in.
There you go.
All right. Did she come back in?
No.
Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on.
I was gonna come on here before y'all called. I was gonna eat some nice ice cream.
girl, just that.
For real. I was like, I was on the couch watching TV. I was like, ooh, I'm finna give me some ice cream. That's what I'm finna munch on. And my dad was like, we finna start. I was like, well, I gotta wait on the ice cream.
I mean, might as well. Might as well. You want ice
I want to
cream?
enjoy that thing.
Okay,
Girl,
I
I
think
want
I
ice
was finna
cream.
come back in, y'all.
Ice cream sound nasty. At least there's some starch.
What? No.
Yeah, all right.
All right, there she go.
No. Think about some starch. No. Get your starch behind. You look like some starch.
Yeah.
All right, man, you got that Cricket Wireless internet. All right, all right. Let's get back. So what you were saying now, baby? Finish it now.
We're saying you was gonna start talking because it was like how you was gonna talk to the guy, how we was like we should be able to come to you.
Oh man, I
I
was that person.
We should be able to come and talk to you about
No.
dude and how we feel like if we going through something with him. I should be able to come and talk to you and be like, Dad, can you help me out? What should I do? You just make it not comfortable to come talk because I'm like, oh no, Dad gonna be like, I don't want to.
He gonna already be tripping. He
I
don't
don't
want to
talk
hear.
about no boy,
Yeah.
none. If it ain't no female, don't talk to me about it.
Okay, all right. Let me say this. Okay, with Diamond, it has gotten a little easier because with Diamond now, well, Destiny, y'all don't have it as tough as Diamond did.
I know that for sure.
I don't.
So it's a lot more easier. And Diamond also has helped and soften that up because with Diamond starting to date when she started dating
On a date.
with her having a boyfriend, that kind of opened me up more to being just understanding.
Okay.
Diamond was my Diamond. You was the first out of all of them. My first girl, my first child. Everything was the first with you. So it took me. I had to learn this whole process of being a dad of how does this go. And then again, like y'all say, I'm already a guy. I know how guys think. So if I'm already knowing how guys think, then I'm automatically I know how your dad thinks. So I know enough.
But for me,
But so what
that
they're
would have
saying
been
is,
like,
though,
what you?
Oh, hold on, one at a time.
Go
All
ahead, Dalisa.
right, who's going?
No, go ahead, Alisa.
So, but I agree
Y'all
with
be
them.
going.
So just what you were saying. You know how guys are, but so it should be easier for them to come to you and say, Dad, I'm going through X, Y, and Z, and then you can put them on game so that they won't fall victim. But if you leave them out to dry, like I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to talk about it, then you leave them out in the open for it to be open to anything, you know. So Daddy didn't put us on game because he didn't want to talk about boys. So now I'm in this position that they didn't have to be in if Daddy would have just been open-minded and been able to embrace the conversation regardless if it's hard or not.
So I'm more open with Diamond now. More.
Yeah, with Diamond, what about Destiny and Deja?
Well, I think Deja, Deja, you still like watching TV and cartoons, right? My baby Deja, now she ain't worried about that.
But what about Destiny,
Oh
though?
no, Dad, because you're gonna have to, Dad,
I'm
you're gonna have
just
to
messing with you,
put it
baby.
together when
I'm
it
just
comes to
messing with
Deja,
you.
because now Deja will be more. I think with him, he'll be more lenient now when it comes to Deja because he's like this. Like he done been through the hardest with me, and then it's like the little stuff he kind of getting used to with Destiny. So by the time Deja comes, he gonna naturally already be prepared.
Right, you gonna be more.
Right.
What's the word?
So
He's gonna be more
He'll be
understanding
old.
when it comes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be more together now. He's gonna be like
He gonna know a little
together
more.
now with Deja because it's like he already been through with me and Destiny.
now
So
I'm gonna
Deja,
say
she
this.
gonna be a rock. She just gonna be a little smooth wave.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Lindsay, I wish Lindsay could have been in and got into the chat. And I wish Chalk was here, but Lindsay said Lindsay wouldn't let her daughter date. Her son, cool. But her daughter, no. So she felt the same way that I felt.
But
Now,
that's the thing, though, because
So
when you
I still haven't heard.
but that's the thing on how you feel.
I am more open to
But
understanding.
I'm
I'm more open to understanding Oh man, I didn't. I'm more open. I'm open to. How do y'all meet these boys? Where you meet these boys at? Anyway?
Dad, no, at school.
Man, you can meet a boy anywhere. You can meet a boy at the
Right.
store, at the mall, at the movies, at the store, at work,
How you
at
Anywhere.
driving.
But
Right.
but
You
how,
can meet
what you
someone
know about him? Why you
anywhere.
like him? Why you like him? What you like about
The
him?
same way boys like girls.
Right.
I'm just
the same
saying
way
though,
you
what you like about
the
him?
same way you like
What you like about females?
But see, I'm grown, so I'm older.
No,
What do you as a kid?
So
What
think
do you
about
like
it
about
as
him?
you were younger.
Like what? What do
yeah,
you
I
like
got a
about him?
question that I've
Okay.
been wanting to ask you this.
Okay.
Who you was with at 16? At 16, what you was thinking about?
That was
Did you
different. That was back in the days when
No.
So we did that.
So you know it's
This is
That is
2000s. That was we talking back in, and that was like in
See, when
the
it comes to
80s,
that, I
90s.
feel okay. When it comes to separating, when it comes to putting gender into something, I can see you putting gender into like if a girl was to go out to a party or something like that, and you would want her not by herself, and you want her with a group of people. You would be more skeptical than if your boy was to go out, like stuff like that. I can understand more. Like if you was to be
Now we
like,
talking about
if
any parties.
that's
Nah, I
more
don't like any
understandable.
parties.
Oh yeah.
I don't like parties, like especially not house parties. House parties.
Yeah, I can understand.
It's
how
been a
parties.
lot going on with that, so I understand.
Yeah,
But
it's
like that's what I'm saying. Like I can understand more. It's just saying like within gender. I mean, within putting a gender into it, I can understand more of why you'll be more skeptical with your girl. But of course, you'll be skeptical with your guy too. But I can understand why you'll be more skeptical with your girl. I just don't
Okay.
understand why you could be so skeptical when it comes to relationships. I don't know why some people put so much gender on a relationship.
Right.
That's the only
because
thing that don't make sense.
Like,
it's when it comes down to the one big thing. This will never change. When it comes down to the girls, the baby is always coming back home to me. No matter what goes on, the baby comes back home to granddaddy.
But you can't. But you
But
can't.
look,
say
you gotta
that
think
because-
about it though, because you got females nowadays. You got females and guys nowadays where females don't even want to take care of the baby. Where
Right.
female just drop the baby off right at the for not saying I would never do this. This is my love and joy. But where if I was a female that was like, no, I don't want this baby, no, but the dad wants the baby, I'm gonna okay, since you want the baby, all right, I'm gonna drop this baby off at your house and don't call my phone, don't hit my line. I don't want to take care of him. I don't want to know about him. Just tell him I never existed. You got females that do that.
Exactly.
So it's like either way you go,
That's very rare. I'm talking very rare.
that's not rare nowadays.
it happens.
It happens.
it's always a possibility.
It's not saying that it
It's
don't
always a
happen,
possibility.
but it's just a rarity of how often that happens. So that's what I look at. One, I don't want my girls to get stuck with a baby. I don't want you to make a permanent decision based off a temporary guy.
Okay, but the same outlook should be for your boys, your son, because guess what? A woman can't have a baby without her egg being fertilized by a male. Right?
Okay, I agree with that. But the difference for me, I'm speaking only for me. I can't speak for everybody, but for me, it's different with my son than anybody else. And I'm gonna tell you why I say that. See, with my son, if he was to get a young woman pregnant, it ain't gonna be that half-assing. It ain't gonna be no exception of you get a girl pregnant and then you won't take care of the baby.
Yeah, but
I took care of all four of y'all, and I still.
absolutely.
So
So
I
here we go. You just said it. You
I
took
don't-
care of all four of them.
I
So-
don't say the bullshit, but see, I
Sounds
don't know.
like
I don't know how the other. I don't know how these guys was raised.
Right. So
But that's
what
why
happens is
that's why
with
you
the-
have to be the point to where you have to when it comes to your girls dating. That's when it comes to the father, being more open to the conversation and being able to have your daughters come to you about it and you be comfortable and you're like, okay, let me talk to the guy. Let me see what he's about. Not get down his throat like a father. You gotta actually just talk, like real life, engage with him to understand, like, okay, this is someone that my daughter like. Okay, let me see what he about. Let me understand him. Let me get to know him. So where if me and basically, for example, if something was to go down, me and that person or your daughter and this guy was to be in an argument where he can come to you and be like, sir, or feel like you're another father figure to him and be like, did I do something wrong? Or she can come to you and see did she do something wrong? Or they can come to you as a couple and just come to you where they'll feel open and comfortable instead of being scared that you're going to turn their back on them or you're not going to want to hear it because it's a guy.
Instead of okay,
in the situation 16, where if it was a female.
Okay, I get you. I understand it. Instead of being when you 16.
You keep making some excuse.
I'm not. I hear you. Right. I hear you. I'm just instead of being 16. How about at that right there is a great conversation, but at 18 maybe. At 18, okay.
Okay, so why is the age a problem? That's what I'm not understanding. You haven't said anything about age.
Okay, the reason why age is such a big factor is because again it kind of goes back to what you said, your maturity level. And then what I want you to focus on more is school. That's really I think for me one of the biggest reasons why age, because I want to focus on school. I want you to I don't want no distractions, when you start dating in high school and all this. Now you getting into this, you're trying to make something serious, and I don't need you focused on no boy. I need you to focus on completing school, completing high, getting out.
Boys could focus on girls in school.
I'm not necessarily.
Good job,
I'm not necessarily saying that, but I will say this. And I have learned with y'all grandmama, with y'all, and with y'all mama, and just dealing with a lot of females. The difference between a guy and a girl is a female would think with emotions, and y'all would let y'all emotions lead. And I don't want y'all to let emotions.
But a man,
we don't think with emotions.
No.
We think off. We
go off. That's the problem.
I don't know, but that's the thing, though.
No,
it really depends. Like, I won't lie to you. It really depends now on the type of female it is and what type of guy it is. Because me personally, as a female, when I was in school, I wasn't big on my emotions. I wasn't like an emotional type female in school. Like, so where if I was in school, I knew how to make sure my grades and everything with school was together. But when it came to a guy, baby, I knew how to separate the two. I knew how to not let that boy distract me from my work. But I knew how to deal with him when stuff came together. Like me personally, I knew how to separate those two. So it's not all females that get that two mixed up, because you also have guys that get their feelings mixed up, and now once they get into a relationship, they feel like now they gotta always know what the girl doing, know where she at, know who she talking to, know what you doing. So it's like it depends. It's like nowadays it really just depends on the individual, and it just depends on what type of person they are in their background.
Right. And foundation means a lot. And in your dad's perspective, like, because you've raised your children, like just listening to them, like that should be confirmation enough for you to say, dang, like I really raised my kids well. Even for them to have that conversation, to be able to elaborate on how they separate the two, even in school, knowing that their maturity level is a lot more advanced than what you're giving them credit for.
No, I totally agree with you on that, John. I do. I totally agree. Watching Destiny, she's very mature. She chasing her dreams. She's going working. She's doing her thing, doing hair, diamond. Watching her grow up and and becoming a young woman, and about to have her first child, and she's finished school. She went to college. She's going into learning how to do a lot of different things, a lot of great things. My baby girl Deja's very smart. I had to get on her little butt. She's smart. She just smart. She common sense smart. Like it's just accurate to her. She didn't got to the point. She caught on. Well, okay, Dad. What is she? She didn't see her sisters, them and brother get in trouble. She just pretty much learned how to ease her little way out of it.
Right.
So I had to stay on her. So I know she's smart. That's without a doubt. So all of them smart. I have no doubt about that at all. I don't doubt them at all. But it's still I have no control of the other household, is what I'm saying.
Right.
I don't have control of the guys.
So what I'm saying to you is, because you are able to identify that, you should be able to trust that when your kids go out, that they're going to carry themselves respectfully. It really doesn't matter about the other guys.
Well, it does, because let's say like that. You're right. I raised my daughters to be respectful. They know to respect their body, to respect themselves. But then let's say you run into this asshole that feel like, when my daughters, I'm just not gonna, because I'm always gonna make sure they got got money in their pockets, so they ain't got to depend on no dude to pay for nothing for them.
Right.
But just as a scenario, you got these assholes that feel like, hey, I carried your books to class, or I bought you a slushy yesterday for this, so you got to give me this. You owe me this. You need to give me this. And that's the part. Like, what if
you think your kids?
With
You
that
think
is
your
understandable,
for none
but
of
with
that.
that
I
is
wish somebody
understandable. Like,
I'm
you
like,
know,
you got my dad. Only my dad can tell me.
yeah,
that.
like I'm the same way. Like
I
one
really
thing
think you
about
do.
me, no matter who the guy is, like out of many guys that I've talked to, I've tried to deal with that tried to talk to me, I've never been the type where point blank period, you do something wrong with Diamond, I can drop you within a heartbeat, baby, and pick up another you. So I'm not the type that's going.
Your daddy's child.
You're not gonna tell me. You're not gonna tell me. I'm saying, because you're not gonna tell me what I like. I just got I have this very big thing where you're not gonna tell me what I can and can't do. You're not gonna tell me what I can and can't wear, who I can and can't talk to, where I can and can't go. Because now I feel like you're trying to control me. So if you feel that I feel like a female that's me personally, but I feel like a female who does that, you're weak-minded. You're a weak-minded female if you let a guy tell you how to do things and what to do in your life. Because at the end of the day, the things that guy is telling you to do, they not even doing it themselves. So it's just like,
okay, but here's the question. Here's the question I'm gonna ask y'all. I hear that. I hear what y'all saying. I know how I raised y'all. How do I know that I can trust that this dude is gonna be safe with my girls?
The way you can trust how the girl gonna be.
It's not really, but you can't really. It's like, if you put it that way, you'll never. Being honest, you'll never be able to trust it fully. You'll never be able to fully
trust about that one.
Right. Even when they get older.
Yeah, it's like you'll never, no matter who she or no matter who he's, no matter who our brothers are talking to or who we talking to, you'll never be able to fully trust that other person, because there's been plenty of times in different scenarios where females and guys have married people and they thought they was this person and they was really the opposite, where they dealt with this person, and then once they got together, this person just like they was blue, now they red. It's like you'll never be able to fully trust that person. That's when it just comes to, it's just like you throwing your eggs in a basket, because you're never going to know fully.
Hit me up, be like, baby, you good? Let me check up on me if that make you feel better. If it make you feel better,
yeah, like.
But in addition to that, you know that if they're in a compromising situation, that they're gonna call daddy, because they call daddy now. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's true. But I think any father that watch this, I agree with you. They know that they can call their dad no matter if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, no matter. I might be mad, but they know dad coming. That's one thing they know. Dad is coming, and it ain't gonna be nothing that's gonna stop me, no matter what I'm doing. But I also know, and being realistic, just being realistic, really real. And maybe I overthink it sometimes, but being realistic is, what if it's a situation that I can't get to them fast enough? That's one of the things that's what worries
when you gotta really. That's when you really gotta. That's when it comes to knowing that you raised your child the right way. Then it's like that's when it's knowing that you raised your child the right way.
That's when it comes up to us.
Yeah, that's when it comes up to us.
I think what he's saying is when you guys are in a compromising situation, whether it's like let's say that you're being forced to get your will, or you're stuck in a vehicle and you tell this guy that you know I need you to drop me off here. He's keeping on going. He's not driving. He's not pulling over. He's not stopping. You don't know where you're going. What are you going to do at that point? Is what he's saying.
That's what I'm trying to. How do I protect? I can't.
You take.
Right.
You send him to self.
Honestly, being honest, you can't. Like you can't.
No, you can't. Like, you prepare them. Is what you do.
Yeah.
Send them to self-defense class. Take them to the shooting range. Yeah. You know, at a certain age, you're gonna be able to have their own gun. If you prepare them for those type of scenarios, then you ain't got to worry about it.
That's true. That is that's definitely a true situation. Okay, so then let me ask this question. All right, let's go here then. So we saying 16 is the age. If I do say, okay, it's cool, you're 16, you can go out on a date.
You put limitations on it. It don't have to be
from
ground rules.
5 o'clock to 7 o'clock.
You say 7 o'clock?
Yeah.
Right.
What?
5 to 7.
8:30.
Now the sun's still gonna be up.
8:30.
Like
I said
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. Hold on, wait a minute.
What you gotta do at 9 o'clock?
Look, this is how I do it. Look, this is how I would say do it. If you wanted to really be able to, where it's like your daughter or your son wants to go on a date at the age of 16. If you would feel some type, like if you would want to make sure one that school is good, then do it where, okay, if I know all your work is done for that day, that you got homework that day, if your work is done by the specific time that you want to go out, then yes, go out at this time and be back home. But if your work is not done at this specific time, then no, you can't go out. Just like if you feel that during the weekday.
Well, I would say no to dating on a weekday and just do it and date on the weekend.
On the weekend.
That way you don't have to worry about schoolwork and everything being done, or having like the earlier conversation of mixing the two and being unfocused and that kind of thing. If you go out on the weekend, then it alleviates all of that other what ifs.
I agree.
Okay, yeah.
I agree with that. Now I want to get back to this. Why 9 o'clock though?
Oh, I didn't say 9 o'clock. Mine won't be
8:30 is 30.
Yeah, I said 8:30.
8:30.
It could be 8:30.
What's wrong? What do you need the extra hour and a half? 5 to 7 is good.
But what if they don't go out at 5 to 7? What if he pick her up at 6 o'clock?
That's
maybe the time frame should be.
Hold on. Who said
maybe the time frame should be 2?
Dad, if you're 16, Dad, you have 9 times out of 10 that boys, 9 times out of 10, boys get their license quicker than females. So by the time you are 16, a guy will have, by the time being real, if a girl is 16, you want a guy that's driving his own car. So at that time, if the dude you're talking to is driving
16,
right? I'm saying your daughter would want to talk to a guy that is driving their own car at the age of 16 when it hits 17, because you don't want your parents dropping you off, and because it makes you feel like a little kid, because you're not going to no movies.
You still is a kid.
No, Dad, you're in high school.
You want to pick them up. You want to pick up your 16-year-old and take them.
Yes.
On a date. You want a chauffeur?
Yes.
So if that's the case, then the dude can come to the house for dinner.
No.
Right. So you gonna pick the boy up too?
No, he can meet us.
No.
Oh my God.
No.
Then there's no point. No.
Then we
I'm gonna tell y'all.
get a different
When I was when I was dating, when I was in y'all age, and I was dating,
You was
me and
dating
the
at
young
16.
lady,
What were you doing?
me and the young lady, I would meet her. Her mom would drop her off, and I would meet her there. That's we
But,
both.
but her mom dropped her off. So what you're saying is you don't want a chauffeur. You just want to drop her off, and then she call you to come pick her back up.
That's when I'm when it's time
How
to pick
safe
up.
is that? Hold on, wait a minute. So how safe is that? You're talking
Okay,
about
if I'm
all the
taking-
stuff that can happen in the world, but then you say I'm gonna drop my baby off.
No, if I'm taking you somewhere, if I'm dropping you off, I'm dropping you off somewhere that I feel comfortable. Like, okay, like Cumberland Mall.
But what does that matter? I can leave Cumberland. I call my homegirl like, hey, come pick me up.
You're right. You can do that. I'm not saying that you can't, but you put yourself in a bad situation. But as a parent, I know that I'm doing my best of dropping you off and trusting you that you're going to be responsible if
So
you
what
say
happens-
y'all going.
What happens if she's in a compromising situation and she has to go and she's not mobile to do so? She's calling you, she gotta wait for you, and in that moment,
Nope. In today's technology, what I didn't have, what they have, we got Uber, we got Lyft, we got it's the mini ride
Okay,
share.
No,
But you
but
still
my
gotta wait
thing
for that
is,
ride,
what's
though.
the difference? What's the difference of her driving with the person she's going on the date with, than going in an Uber or a Lyft?
And that's more.
Are you saying what's the difference of her driving
That would
one
be
of
more
one of our
dangerous.
cars, or what's the difference of her riding with him?
What's the difference of
Both.
riding with him?
Okay, with driving the car, so the answer that if I did do anything, I would probably be more comfortable with my child driving with one of y'all driving our cars. That would be more the comfort if I had to pick. If it wasn't me dropping you out, then the next would be allowing you to drive one of the vehicles. If you have your own car at this time, driving your own. Now that would be a plausible situation that could be done. But
versus being in the car with the
riding
other
with
guy.
him, no, I don't. I
Right.
feel like when you get in the car, especially being so young, 16 years old, I don't want to put the wrong thought in none. No, I don't want the wrong thought put in no young man head. At 16 years old, I don't want not him to think the wrong thing. So,
But that's the thing. You can't put that on all guys.
I'm not. Unfortunately, yes, I can. Here, God, I'm putting I'm putting that on nope. Give it by nope.
But that's like a mom saying that to her son. Like, all these girls out here are little thoughts and they just want you for your money.
I mean, you
That's
gotta figure out who not.
Exactly.
But
Exactly. We gotta
I gotta
figure out who not.
I'm not
We
gonna put
gotta
you in the
find
car with
the
them to
right
let you
one.
figure out who not.
I'm so weak.
I'm not gonna throw you in the car with them and figure this out.
I'm gonna sort of kind of agree with your dad on that one. I think
We've
it
been
would be
dating
better
for
for
like
you
3 months.
for you guys to drive separately. You know, you get in your car, you meet him wherever you guys want to go, because you'll be safer that way. At least you know you're not going to be in a compromising situation where you get mad at him, some other girl calling his phone, and now you pissed with him, y'all arguing, and he acting crazy, and he don't want to take you home. You know what I'm saying? And to alleviate those type of situations, if you got your own, you ain't got to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Like getting into those type of issues. So I get that. I agree with that.
That keeps a sense of safety. Now, what you said? What if you said if you didn't dating what, baby?
What if they've been dating for like a good minute?
What's a good minute?
Like
A year.
After you graduated high school?
A year.
After you
A year.
graduated high school, then okay.
no, just a year in general. Like
A year.
yeah.
It's a year. So you saying, let's for an example, Bessie is in the 11th. So now they're going to the 12th grade. And you saying that, okay, it should be pretty cool. So she can ride with him now since they've been dating since
Because
11th.
at that time, I feel as a parent, you know the boyfriend by now. He's
Not your daddy,
You
because
know.
your daddy don't want the boy to go to the house.
I'm telling you, he don't even want to look at the boy's face or nothing. He don't even want to meet him.
He don't want to meet him.
Okay.
He
I-
probably
Or
wouldn't
his
even
mom
know y'all
and
was
daddy.
dating for a year.
I'm cool with
He probably wouldn't even know y'all was dating for a year.
I'm cool with meeting as we getting older, and I'm cool with as meeting. So I'm cool with meeting them and seeing who they is and meeting them. I definitely would like to meet the parents. So I guess to say for me, this would be my the comfort level. I guess I should say for me. You're in the 11th grade. You're dating. Okay, you're 16. I want to know who the young man is. Meet the young man, but it's not no coming over to the house hanging out. It's not no you going over his house hanging out. You know, okay, y'all. If y'all talking on the phone, okay, that's fine. Y'all can talk on the phone. Be respectful, and then if y'all gonna go somewhere, it's not gonna be him come get you and we gonna ride together and no, that's my boo. Because one, if he's 16, he's not really a good driver yet. I had to get on y'all already about driving, so I'm definitely not gonna just throw y'all and throw him in the car.
Right.
And so that's not gonna work. But if you one of y'all, if y'all have y'all vehicle to be able to go somewhere, and we would put a curfew on it, it wouldn't be no
Oh my God! And do not go past that curfew because he will blow your phone up.
Well, I was not gonna pass
He
no
will blow your phone
But
up.
it's
Oh
gonna
my
be more
God, he
to
will
it
blow
though,
your
because you
phone
gotta
up.
it's gotta be tracking on your phone has to be on it all the time.
Uh-huh.
Because the tracking is off, it's not no
You
change.
already got that.
I'm just saying it's gonna be these would be the stipulations of so I'm knowing where you at on a consistent basis.
Right.
If it's gonna be if dating. And it's more it's not more so for me of not trusting you, it's more of the fact of me not trusting him. And at the end of the day, my goal is to make sure that all y'all is safe and that everybody is I even want him to be safe. I want my daughters to be respectful as well. I want y'all to be respectful and again, a lot of these things that I feel now, I didn't feel with Diamond. I definitely didn't feel it with Diamond.
Oh, was it? Lord.
I'm telling you, that's why I was the baddest one. That's why he got the most gray hairs out of me.
It definitely wasn't as felt with Diamond, but it did teach me a lot. It did teach me a lot with Diamond. You know, so with child, I'm learning it. So I guess the conclusion of this whole conversation to when is the best age for dating? I still will be comfortable with 18,
15.
but I'm open-minded to 16. But as long as
With stipulations.
the stipulation is that 16 with stipulations, and as long as we are following the rules and everybody is on the same page and his parents is on it's not just about me, but his parents has to be on the same page too.
Right.
Because I pay attention.
Right.
If a young man don't respect his parents, then what make you think he gonna respect you?
Right.
So
Right.
those things are very important to me when I'm looking at if I can't ask him to say, well, what's your relationship like with your mom, and what's your relationship like with your dad? If I can't ask you that question, I don't really talk with them and all this that. Oh,
Oh, because I've been in,
can't
I
be
don't
like
know,
that
that's
now.
like a 50-50 conversation. That's like a 50-50 way because I've seen dudes where they was very respectful to their parents and their family, but around their girl, they was just rude and disrespectful.
Right. But and then on top of that, like there are people like for
Sometimes they
me,
can't help it.
growing up, I didn't have a good relationship with my mom. So if somebody was to say that to me and judge me off of that, my relationship with my mom was shitty, you know, and it wasn't because I was a disrespectful person because I'm very pleasant, but it was because my mom was a young mother and I was her guinea pig child. So, you know, I got the shitty end of the stick. You know, and still, and even now, I don't have a good relationship with my mom. So I don't think that like the relationship should be like, yeah, ask me that question, but allow me to be honest with you and say X, Y, and Z, and then maybe dig into that a little further and see why that relationship isn't as good as it should be. And then maybe you could find in that conversation, maybe you'll find a common ground and you'll be able to mentor that child, that significant other that they decide to choose, that male partner or whatever, you know, and maybe that's something else that you could, you know what I'm saying, that you could find yourself into is trying to help him get to where he needs to be, or maybe you'll have some type of something that you see in yourself or see yourself in him in some type of way, have that conversation.
I mean, that's a great point. I guess it will have to come down to I guess it's all comes down to conversation.
Yeah.
But I
What?
I'm very I
Yeah.
really believe in the fact of a person will show you who they are if you pay attention enough.
Oh yeah.
And if that person shows you that he's very disrespectful in a manner, and you don't want to date a guy like that. You don't want to get you don't never want to date a guy that has a temper his temper is so short temper.
Right.
And if he would snap over here, but then try to play good, no, baby, no, it's just it's not the day that he ready to snap yet for you.
Yeah, that flag is red. It's not yellow. It's not green. So.
That's when it's called don't paint over. If you see someone's true color, don't try to paint over them.
Right.
That's very, very much so true. I agree with that a lot. So I'm listening to you, baby, and I'm listening to my girls, and I'm hearing y'all with the date. And I know y'all growing up, and I know boys is telling y'all everything is beautiful and all this, and I understand. I'm hearing y'all. So hopefully this conversation is going to when people watch this, it'll give an insight on being a father and listening. I try to make sure I listen to my girls and talk with y'all to hear y'all side of things and give y'all my side. I don't know what happened to y'all brother. He was supposed to come in. I got to call and check on him.
We need to check his tracking device.
I need to see what happened to him, but he ain't logged in.
Yo, we need to see about that.
Tell him.
Yeah. Cause you would have been calling me on the line.
I'm telling you, would have been on the phone and everything. Where you at? What you doing? Why you ain't doing something? Why you ain't called that again?
What you doing? Who all there?
Oh, me. I'm gonna take a whole pause.
There's still stipulations, and I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad that this is being documented because you know why I'm glad that this is being documented, especially for Diamond and all y'all. When one day I'm looking forward, I'm especially looking forward to being granddaddy with my first grandchild. So I'm looking forward to this.
But it'll be different though for me because I won't have a girl. I don't have a girl. I have a boy.
But look, hold on. This is what I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all can remember this date because one day I look for all y'all. As y'all get older, I look to have grandkids from all my kids. I'm looking forward to it. That's something I'm excited. I'm looking forward to. When y'all have y'all start y'all family and y'all find y'all choose to get married or what y'all choose to do. I'm looking forward to that day. That's something that's gonna be like cool, So I'm looking when y'all are at that right age. Now I ain't talking about instead of y'all two. Now we ain't talking about no time soon.
Yeah, I know that.
I'm telling y'all, I'm looking forward. But what I want to get to, what I'm saying is, y'all gonna when Diamond, especially you, when your son get older, and if you get married or moving forward, if God bless you with another child and you ever have a daughter or something, and they get older, I'm gonna let you come back and watch this video. And I'm gonna sit down. I want to see if you're gonna feel the same way. And when you come and say, Dad, well, little man wanted to go here, but his sister got mad because I wouldn't let her go. I'm gonna say, no, you said it should have been equal.
But no, the only thing I said is not equal. The only thing I say is not equal is the gender when it comes to dating. Because I don't know, me personally, I feel that I know I would treat my daughter and my son the same way. Because the same way he can get a girl pregnant is the same way a guy can get her pregnant. And baby, if you end up pregnant, she's gonna take care of that child. And if he get another girl pregnant, he's gonna sit your behind down. He's gonna figure out what you got to do to take care of that child. Point blank, period. End of discussion.
Okay, hold on. Lynn just texted me. She said she she asked was we still in.
That's me personally. Like that's just how I am personally. Because I would never want my child to feel like when it comes to her dating, I'm all down her neck. But when it comes to her brother dating, it seems like I'm more lenient. Like, no, I want my children to know both ways. Like, if you mess up, mama gonna get on you and mama gonna get on you too. The same way. It's no different. But when it comes to going out, that's when I would probably put gender more into it, where my daughter wanted to go out somewhere to like Arcade want to go out with her friends. I want to know who all her friends are. Are you taking girls with you? Are you in a little girl group? You're not going by yourself. How many guys is with you? What I want to know everybody
Basically,
you going
just
with, where.
communication.
Yeah, I want my kids to have a very strong communication with me, to where they're not hiding nothing.
Right.
That'll be like the only difference.
I hear you, and that's great. That's definitely a good thing, and that's the way a person you should want to have it. So that's very, very good. But you're gonna see as getting older, is a difference between boy and girl. It's just it's a difference between boy.
But I feel that. But I just feel like they just put. I feel like it just feels like it's more pressure put on a girl than a guy.
I think
That's the only difference.
And
It's
more
like,
pressure
you
in
just-
which way? In what way? You talking about just in general, or you talking about in dating?
Yeah, like in general, it's more pressure on the female. Like it's more pressure on a female because a female gets talked about for clothes, for how she dresses, how she looks, what she do this, why she do this, why she act like this, you act like this. But then a guy, when he's like how he dressed, it don't matter. What he do, it don't matter. It's like females and guys get treated so different.
So I think that
and it just makes it seem like, huh?
No, go ahead, baby.
Oh no, I was trying to see who you just say something. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I think like people are stuck in their ways. They're stuck in the thought process of back in the day. Back in the day, it was a lot more pressure on women because there were a lot of things out there that were just geared towards women, whether it was rape, whether it is being pressured to do things, peer pressure, drugs. A lot of women fell victim to that type of peer pressure. But the way that we're raising our girls now is a lot different. We're raising them to be more aware of those type of things. But in addition to that, now boys are going through the same things that women have gone through in the past. But people are so stuck in that same mentality that we don't accept that. Like we still turn a blind eye to boys going through the same thing, especially now with the the LGBTQ community and all that. They're fighting to get those those rights so that they can be recognized when they go through those things like rape and peer and being pressured to do things that they don't want to do, or people just turn a blind eye to like, oh, that's not that don't matter, but we still focus on the women going.
Yeah, because because it'd be like plenty of stories where older guys are like they don't mess with just females anymore. Like older guys mess with boys now.
Yes.
Older guys will rape boys. Older guys will they have sex trap. Like when it comes to sex trafficking, it is. I won't lie, like they are more when it comes to girls, but they're just getting just as higher with boys. Like they will now they don't really care what gender you is. They'll take which one it is because they make money whichever where it goes. And you got girls trapping other girls, and you got girls trapping other guys and setting other guys up. So it's like now it's in a way like nowadays it's coming towards a balance.
Right.
I mean, you're right. Give me 1 second. Leah say she don't want to come on because she look a mess.
Girl, we all look a mess. We all girl, we was just popped up.
I just got off work.
So. I was gonna say that some just got off work.
I got my bonnet on.
We don't.
I see my little messy bun.
Look, we do not judge.
I'm telling you.
Okay, I'm feeling. So yes, I mean, no, you're right. I agree with you on that. With the they're kidnapping boys because the same way I'm protective of y'all. You know, I worry about y'all brothers too. So, you know, and then especially now, like I say, with my grandson on the way, definitely gonna be protective of him. Because hey, you know, these motherfuckers out here doing stuff that's is I don't agree with. It's crazy. It's sick. You are messing with little boys. You messing with little girls. You touching. I don't agree with that shit. So I definitely you having a point. You have a point to where yeah, you're right. They don't care no more. It's definitely a factor of they don't care. So I can't even combat you on that one. Of the way that you feel on it. I guess it's just, and Jai, you right too. You got a point. You still thinking about back in the days, still living out some of the ways from back in the days, and how people thought and think, you know, and I try to make sure that I don't think about a lot of things that way on some of my ways on change. And I think just for me, and the reason why I'm so picky of my girls is just the fact of I just don't want them to happen to them. You know, I know I can't be 100%. I can't keep them safe 110%, and I understand that. I totally understand that. I guess it's just as close as that percentage that I can keep them safe. Oh, y'all, grandma coming.
Yeah.
Hey, mama. Hey, mama. You on live, mama. So if you say something, it's gonna be recorded live.
What did she say?
She said, "Bye, y'all." Everything okay, mama?
I'm weak. She wasn't even trying to hear it.
Well, before your dad gets back on, I just want you guys, if you're dating out here, just
okay. I love you too, Mama. I call you. We gotta get ready to wrap up in the
vigilant. Know who you're
right.
dealing with. You know, make sure if you're out here at a party or something, you don't leave your cup around. You know, you don't even trust your homegirls. You keep it yourself. You know,
Right.
Very difficult to decipher who's for you and who's against you, who's jealous and who's not. So the only person that you can trust is yourself.
Yeah, right. I agree with you. I agree with that 100%. So conclusion, I don't know.
I'm crazy. I love y'all, but I'm crazy, you know, and I don't want to have to drive to Atlanta for no year. So y'all just be good, okay?
All right. Okay.
I got you.
In conclusion, I must say, I hear y'all. I guess we're gonna lean on the 16 would be a today. We still gotta walk.
So Dad, I can go on the date now.
We'll talk.
We already talked about this.
We talking
now.
I need to. Who is this young man?
He's nice though. I met with him. My mama talked to him now. He chill. He on the football team.
Oh Lord.
He on the football team.
Yeah.
Oh, see, they already both know. See, that's how Dad does it. Why to see the sister?
Dad, you didn't want to know.
I already told on the other sister. The other sister was constipated.
We just started 16, right?
She.
Go ahead, Dave. Just tell him again.
She telling her. So they let me know it's been more conversation behind. What you know, Deja? I know you know.
What I know.
Deja don't know anything. Don't put Deja in the mix.
This is not on my behalf. This is on my siblings' behalf. Yeah. And for when I get to 16.
No, it's hold on.
No.
My phone over here just got the hot pop.
I
don't know why. I don't know why y'all.
What you know?
I'm old. This is past my bedtime.
Well, we finna get ready to wrap this up, but it's just more just came out. So if Diamond know he on the football team, and I know Deja no more because them two they room right next to each other.
Deja don't know anything. Deja said that she's advocating on her sister's behalf.
And for when I get to 16, that's all.
I bet. We gonna see.
But see, if Daddy was open to having conversations and not being like, oh, I want to hear about boy, You
Oh, there
know
go
too.
Lindsay. I
Cause
didn't
my
see her down
mom
there.
talked to him, everything.
See?
Okay, there go Lindsay. I didn't see it pulled down at the screen. Lindsay, can you hear
Hey
us?
y'all.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, your screen froze, Lynn. Lynn, you there? Can you see? Can you hear us? Okay, there you go. Well, it froze again, Lynn. Long. Lynn. All right, there you go. Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Lynn? Lynn, can you hear us? Can you hear us?
She on mute.
Her mic on mute.
Your mic on mute. Hold on. Your mic on mute. Unmute it.
I don't think she could see it.
She probably couldn't hear.
Okay, there she go again. Let's see. Your mic on mute. There she go.
Hey y'all.
Okay, now we can hear you.
Okay.
Hey, what's good with you, Lynn? So, Lynn, we pretty much we pretty much wrapping it up. But I'm gonna ask you your opinion, and maybe you give a quick opinion on. They say 16 is a good age to date. Do you agree with that?
For girls and boys.
For girls and boys.
Yeah.
Oh, so you agree with that?
In me say 18.
I see. See, I said that's what I said. 18.
But this day and time, you know, changing. These kids are so beyond their years. They have way more exposure than what we did before, so they're just growing faster.
Right.
So we just got to prepare for it.
Do you feel like it's a difference that you should treat your boy and girl different, or should you treat them the same?
You should treat them the same. I'm guilty of definitely I wouldn't even be tripping if he had a girlfriend with me, but let my daughter have a boyfriend. I'm like, I ain't gonna necessarily tripping on
Why?
more protective because she's my daughter. She's my girl, my daughter. So you gotta protect her.
So not protect your son?
Yeah, you gotta protect him too. But for me, he's the person that's supposed to be protecting. So I focus on teaching him how to be a good guy towards female. Like teaching chivalry is not dead. So but you just can't get past it. They're gonna
right.
Okay, we're gonna conclude. I'm gonna ask this. It's a story that was online. I want to ask the two adults in the room. Let me ask y'all. Well, Diamond, you're an adult, but you don't have kids old enough, so you can't answer this on here too. But it's a story that was online. And I guess this can kind of show you the difference between how some people still do treat things different. It was a woman that came home. She caught her son having sex with he was I think he was 15 or 14, I can't remember, and the young lady was 19. And the mom came in, she caught him. It's on YouTube. The video, the circle is not the story of what happened, but she caught him, but she told the young lady to get dressed and leave. And it was pretty much a wrap from there. Now everybody in the comment section was like, that's not fair because you was cool. You didn't do nothing. You let her leave with no problem. Just told her it was time to leave. So as y'all, if it was vice versa, how would y'all feel? Since if you feel like it should be the same, treat them fair.
I would have done the same thing. I mean,
you would have done the
obviously
same thing.
It's consensual. So I mean, what am I supposed to do? I mean, of course, I'm gonna reprimand my child. That's something that I'm not allowing in my home. But what else am I supposed to do other than that? Because it was consensual. My daughter went in here saying, "No, don't do that," or my son wasn't saying, "No, don't." You know what I'm saying? So I can't. What else am I supposed to do? There's a lot of young men in jail right now because mom and dad was upset that their son was having sex with their daughter, but even though it was consensual, they were pissed that this was happening, and instead of directing that anger towards their child, they reprimanded the other party, and that's unfair. I mean, if they're both in the room getting in, why am I upset with the little boy or the little girl? My child was a part of that as well.
So, Lynn, how you feel about that?
I'm upset with everybody. I'm old school. Everybody, mama, we having a meeting. Okay, we have a matter of fact, I'm finna embarrass everybody. Safe sex clinics and all types. Even
I agree with that.
Yeah.
And I mean, now I wouldn't have a conversation like, you know, talking about safe sex and you know, we're gonna talk about monkeypox. We're gonna look on YouTube. We're gonna look at the monkeypox and everything.
Man, you done went into a whole nother thing with this monkeypox.
We are definitely, but I, as far as like calling the police and all this other stuff, there's no need for that.
Right, I wouldn't do that either.
You talking. See, I think that's kind of where the line get kind of thin right there. I think that's kind of where the line, because I think any man that watches a man about to tell dude head off.
But why?
But that's the thing, though. You can't. That's the thing, though. Like, I feel like in that situation, it's like even if it was your girl, if it was your 15-year-old girl and a 19-year-old boy, and you was to snap on your daughter or snap on a boy, you gonna have to do the exact same thing to your 15-year-old son and a 19-year-old daughter. You can't just be like, oh, okay, just go because you're a guy. Like, no, the same way you just flipped out on your daughter, you gotta flip out on your child. You can't throw.
But they won't. They'll dap the son up.
Son,
that's just showing favor. That's showing favor.
They'll dap the son up like, oh, that's what's up, man. You big go now. No.
Not favoritism, but what's the word? Bias, but y'all know what I'm thinking of. Dang. You know, men can do it, but women can't do it. Dang.
Yeah.
Double standard.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
something like that. That's what you kind of showing.
That's no, man. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but I definitely get what you're saying. I mean, you gotta. I'm just saying he gotta catch an ass whooping.
Who?
The boy.
Why?
What you mean? Why?
So why?
Your daughter is a part of that, and if she invited him in, he didn't break in. He didn't force her to have sex, but you want to fight him because he did what you would have done as a man, as a boy.
Yeah, when you got down as a when you. I can see 16.
Get it together. I can't hear you. What are you saying?
I can see 16, man. 16,
but nah, like I said, that's a man. And my daughter is 14. It's a 15. What was the scenario? 15.
15.
Right. So that's why I would be upset. I wouldn't call
it. But he might not have been. You know, if he had a late birthday, he just graduated high school and she's in high school. You know? So I mean, like, who knows? But at the end of the day, like, he's still a teenager, and our daughters still allow him to come in. But in addition to that, we're not saying that your point is
valid. Your point is very valid. I definitely understand. I get it.
So,
but it comes back to what she say. What happened, Des?
My phone just died.
Oh, okay. It's a valid point on what you're saying. On it. I guess you just as when it comes down to your girls, you just are more sentimental.
So if the Lynn and Mailman, if it was your 15-year-old son beating down a 19-year-old girl, you guys are saying that y'all high five him?
I'm gonna be like, how? How did you do that, son? I wouldn't be as upset, but I would be more like shocked. Like how you bag a 19-year-old?
Really? See?
Yeah.
But that's the thing,
I
though.
would have to
That's
have
in
more.
a way. But if you think about it, that's still being biased because you wasn't thinking like that with your daughter. You were thinking like, girl, how you putting on 19-year-old? You thinking what you doing this 19-year-old? Why he messing with you?
Stop
Da, da,
being
da,
He
da,
a
fast.
da,
Stop
grown
da.
being
man.
grown.
Yeah, you probably
Right.
telling her she been a little hoe, she being fast, she being grown. Like you just
Everything.
being biased. You're gonna be calling her every name in the book, but you gonna be all cool with your boy. That's bias.
We would have a conversation, I wouldn't be as upset. But yeah, I'm definitely biased. I can't even lie about it. Like I'm definitely biased. My daughter it would be a problem. It'd be a problem for everybody. Even with my son in that situation too, it'd be a problem for him too. But I still would be wanting to know like how how did that happen? But yeah, I'd be more upset if it was my daughter for sure.
I
That's
think
what
that's
makes
just.
that's the nine thing out of time. That is what makes like for seriously
I
honest
would say
question. That
this,
is what makes
Giles.
a sneaky daughter.
I would say this. Jai has a point on the fact of yes, they're both young, but there is still gonna be as a father, you're gonna feel some type of way. So as a parent, you're gonna feel some type of. You're just gonna feel some type of way as a parent, But as they if it's not rape, as long as they're not raping them, and like Josh say, this is consensual. It wasn't nothing that he forced her to do nothing. You didn't see him do nothing. But I just think you're gonna automatically, as a parent, as a parent, you're just gonna automatically that's gonna kick in.
Right.
You're just gonna automatically kick in, and when you're gonna look at things at this way with your son, you're gonna look at this way with your daughter. I think we all have certain things, even if it's not just talking about your kids on chasing them doing something that was sexual. Is they do something you don't want to see the girls climb the trees, but you cool with your boy climbing a tree.
My
You like
daughter
that?
climbed trees too, so
It's gonna be like, hey,
Jania's a little tomboy, so she was climbing trees and playing with Matchbox cars, and
we all gonna have. It's just gonna
But
always be biased.
I get it, yeah.
But I definitely I hear y'all. So the conclusion would definitely be, baby, we gonna talk more about it. I see we get to this point and see who this young man is, because obviously Diamond knows something, because Diamond had just spilled the beans. So we know Diamond knows something, and I'm pretty sure Fat knows something. She just keeping her mouth quiet.
Oh baby, Diamond is the oldest daughter. Diamond knows daughter. You think my siblings don't tell me? I know stuff about your son before you even knew.
I definitely wouldn't be surprised about it. So I figured I'll find it out, and we'll find out. But I hear y'all. 16 is an understandable age to start the dating. So that means I got 2 more years with Fat just playing, watching TV, watching Netflix, and Hulu. So we good. I make sure I keep everything on the Hulu channels and all that. You good, and we're gonna enjoy it. So I enjoyed this conversation. I enjoyed this conversation with everybody. I enjoyed it with my kids. I definitely had fun. Lynn, thank you for coming in on the end of it and getting with us. Jai, as always, I love it. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Y'all check us out. Everything is IamMailman.com. Check us out. We live every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays. We live, and then I'll be dropping podcast episodes in between them days. And we're just gonna keep on doing this thing. If you want to come in and do a live conversation and chat with us, the phone number is on the website. You can watch us live on the web, push the links on the website, watch this live, everything. And y'all want to give out y'all social medias? If y'all want to give out y'all social, well, y'all don't got to leave y'all's out. Lynn and Jai, y'all want to give y'all's out?
Miss Millennium, SMILLENNI.
Definitely follow her. She has a production studio, so we're gonna be pushing that. So definitely follow her for any production in Atlanta. But even if you're outside of Atlanta, I'm sure you'll do work if the money right.
Facts.
If the money right, I'm pretty sure she'll come to you well.
Yes, we do.
And then Miss Jai.
It's crazyfingersllc.net. I do my freight dispatching. I have owner operators at least on to me now. I teach the class. That's it for me. And I do a little clerical work on the side.
How to get in contact with you?
CrazyFingersLLC.net.
Okay, so no social media.
Not right now.
All right, dope. So y'all got everything. We're gonna be doing a lot of things like this and bringing a lot of lives and just having fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. This was a family conversation tonight. So our first one was a family conversation. Now when we get more into grown folks conversation, it's gonna get more interesting. So hey, I thank y'all. I enjoyed it. Everybody, good night. I will see y'all when I get home. And I love y'all, my babies. If y'all need
Love
me.
you too.
Love you too.
All right, y'all, Lynn.
All right. Love y'all, girls.
Love you,
Love
right
you too. Bye.
Bye.